Today was definitely one of those days that everybody can relate to. You need to go to the grocery store and you just stare at your refrigerator like, what am I about to eat or cook? Oh my goodness. But hey, we had some eggs on hand and some shrimp. So I was like, why not just make some shrimp deviled eggs? So here we go. But I've already boiled the eggs, peeled the eggs, cut the eggs in half, and then now we're going to go ahead and take the yolks out to make our filling. Look, sometimes we just get so excited, I forgot to film that part, y'all. But hopefully you know how to boil eggs and peel eggs. I know that's the trickiest part of this dish, but try not to mess your eggs up too much. So hopefully that wasn't too painful for you. After you get all your yolks out your eggs, you'll be left with just the white part. Now for our deviled eggs, we use some real mayonnaise, some Dijon mustard, some sweet relish, a little sugar, and some seasonings. And that's it. I'm warning you now, if you heavy-handed with seasonings or just heavy-handed period and you don't really measure like we do, deviled eggs is one of them foods where you can't add too much liquid because you're going to have soup filling, okay? Just remember that. If you don't trust yourself with how much mayonnaise to put into your deviled egg filling, add a little bit at a time and then mix up your ingredients. And if you need to add some more, then add some more. The same concept with our relish. I'm going to get about a tablespoon out of here, draining the liquid off because we want our mix to be a nice, creamy, smooth texture. And the relish adds that different texture to your egg. So when someone bites into it, they're like, what is that? That's the relish. I'm adding a half a teaspoon of sugar, just to sweeten it up a little bit. You don't want to go overboard, just like you would making your potato salad. If you're the type of person that like your potato salad a little sweet, then you like your deviled eggs the same way. So here I'm adding some onion powder, and I don't like regular yellow mustard, but I do add a little bit of ground mustard in there. Just go ahead and add a little bit of that. And then we're going to add some adobo, which pretty much has everything from salt, pepper, onion powder, garlic powder, a little bit of everything under the sun. Going to go ahead and add some fresh black pepper. And then here is some seafood seasoning because we are making shrimp deviled eggs. If I had some shrimp to put in my filling, next time I'll do that. And a touch of salt. Okay, so this is where the fun part comes. Hopefully y'all been working out during this quarantine, getting the muscles in order because you're going to need it to smash down these eggs. Make sure you use a fork and not a spoon on this part because you need the open holes of the fork to go ahead and mash them egg yolks up. Some people like to keep their egg yolks a little bit chunky inside their filling. Some like it smooth. So just make it the way you want to. And then this is the time to go ahead and analyze if you need to add a little bit more mayo or if your mix is good. But I see that mine can be a little bit more wet, so I'm going to go ahead and add some more mayo. And you'll know if you need to add some more because your mix will still be like crumbly versus, coming together. Now that I done added the mayo, it looks a lot better. So just judge it and then go from there. So the hard part is out the way. We done made the filling. Now we can go ahead and put the filling into the eggs. And comment down below if this is the most difficult part for you. Remember, these eggs are brothers and sisters, the yolk and the white part. They supposed to act together accordingly, but you know how that goes. Some get along, some fight, and some just all over the place. Just messy, like these eggs. I needed more space to work with. That little plate was not doing these eggs some justice. The easiest way to put your filling in your egg without a piping bag is to hold your egg in your hand and then hold your spoon with your filling higher up from the egg and then just let the filling drop down in the egg. It's going to go in the right place, okay? And keep repeating this process until all of your eggs are filled. So I know you're ready to devour these eggs, but they not ready yet. Go ahead and put them in the refrigerator so they can firm up. So that way when you put your shrimp on top, they won't sink to the bottom. Now here goes our shrimp we're going to use today. Nice, good, hearty size shrimp. And then we're going to still go ahead and season these up. Yes, you still got to season your shrimp up. So we're going to go back in with the same seafood seasoning. And you don't need to add a lot because we did add some of that in our egg yolk filling. So just go ahead and give that a good old toast. And then by now, go ahead and turn your pan on so you can get that butter going. Our pan is nice and hot, and we're going to go in with our favorite garlic butter. And these shrimps is going to love this garlic butter. So go ahead and put your shrimp down. You see that pan is nice and hot. It is smoking. And that's what you want to get a nice good sear on both sides of these shrimp. So I'm going to go ahead and be like daddy for a little bit with my leather hands and go ahead and flip these shrimps over. They are looking good, okay? But they still not done yet. Be a little bit more patient. And don't forget the size of the shrimp. These shrimps are pretty big. And then here we are, these delightful deviled eggs. And we're going to go ahead and put the shrimps on top. Now, one thing that I forgot to mention is that when you cook your shrimp, you want to take the stems off the end. Because when you put these shrimps in your mouth, it's just going to be a 1 bite minimum, okay? You don't have time to be playing around with your food. Now, these shrimps was pretty big for these deviled eggs. But hey, that's all we had in the freezer to work with. If you want to use a smaller size shrimp, or if you want to keep this same size shrimp, hey, make it your own. We just showing you how to do it. Now, we do have a regular deviled eggs video on our Memorial Day cookout video that went right along with some barbecue baked beans, some hot dogs, hamburgers, some barbecue ribs, macaroni and cheese, sweet potatoes. So make sure y'all go ahead and click that link above so you can see how that ended up, which was delicious. Until next time, we'll see y'all later.